So this week I've just been really quite busy with college and everything, and so I haven't been able to run as much. This was a deload week anyway, so ultimately it doesn't matter that much, but I think it's important to realise that I had quite a lot of stress during this week, and that affects my CNS, my central nervous system, I've heard, which basically means I'm able to train less and less efficiently because that stress that you want to be using for running is being used up with other things, and so I can't run as much. I wasn't able to run as much because I had less time, but it's good to realise that it's okay that in 1 week I'm not running as much as I want to, because it would ultimately just put me back and maybe even get me another injury if I did run more.
Okay, so what's my actual plan over the next few weeks leading up to the race? Well, if we just put it in a chart, I have 12 weeks or 11 weeks until the race. And my training philosophy is that you should have some speed work, but mostly just nice, easy zone 2 running, or zone 3 depending on the heat, because sometimes it just gets way too hot. So if I draw up a graph, do Monday to Sunday, and then all the weeks that I have left, you have quite a lot of runs, as you can see. And most of that's going to get filled with recovery and zone 2 runs. And that's really useful for me, because one, it's the runs that I actually just enjoy most, just kind of seeing what's around me and enjoying the space. And two, because it builds your aerobic system. And that's what's really important, especially as a younger athlete, being only 17. That is going to probably be my limiting factor, since I don't have as much experience and time as older athletes. And on the right here, you'll see that at the moment I'm doing 1 speed session per week, but I'm wanting to increase that to being 2 speed sessions a week, with 1 interval and 1 threshold session a week, because I also want to increase my VO2 max, but also do a lot of really good work on my threshold, and I want my volume to increase, because all of this just makes you faster. I want my volume to get up to around 70 kilometers for this block during my peak weeks. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm writing E for easy, because a lot of my Tuesdays are just gonna either be easy runs or recovery runs, and my Mondays are either gonna be, again, easy or recovery runs with optional interval work, because Mondays just make the most sense for my schedule to do interval sessions. And as you can see on the bottom right of the chart, that's where my race day is going to be. A lot of what's been a limiting factor in my past is my ability to stay in my threshold, and I know that because as I've been doing sub 20 minute 5k training, my aerobic system's been fine, but it's just been those final few k not being able to keep up with the lactic acid. And you can see in this first week my plan is to do an interval session on Monday. I actually didn't do it that Monday, I'm going to do it on Wednesday. And then on Saturday do an all-out park run, 5k, trying to get under not 5 minutes, what? Trying to get under 20 minutes, sorry. 2021, I'll be nice and happy. But as I said, my general rule of thumb is to just slowly increase the volume. I'm starting at 60k this week and then to 65, and then taking some deload weeks every 4 weeks, because the last thing I want is to get another injury and put this block back even more. I think I have enough knowledge. But again, the past week has been quite busy for me, and so I'm not going to have been able to train as much. So I took the last week as a deload week, like I said. But generally, this is going to be my plan. And it's not that complicated if you think about it. Just get some really, really good speed sessions in to help me to go faster. And on most of my runs, take it nice and easy, nice and slow. Then obviously get a long run in. My longest run is probably going to be about half marathon distance, maybe a bit more. But thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far into the video, please press that subscribe and like button, comment down below, and consider donating to my fundraising page. It's called Hope for the Young. That's the charity. It's a charity that helps young refugees and asylum seekers to have education and mentorship in my country, and it helps them to integrate. My mum was a part of it as a mentor, and she really helped one young person get into cycling, which I think is great, and it's really helped him to get into and feel comfortable. So if you think you have some money to spare, why not go ahead and click the donation page in the description. I hope you have a great day. Thank you.